Hello, good evening, everyone. Happy Friday Eve. How's everybody doing? Hi, Shannon. Just doing some shares, getting situated. Pull my chair in and get started because I need some crafty time today. I've been looking forward to this all day. How's everybody doing? Just trying to get my cords out of the way. Wait, good now? Just waiting for the feedback to come back on my computer. Hopefully I'm back. How about now? I'm back. Can you hear me? See me? Let me know. Okay. All right. I think we're good. I think I'm back and I think we're okay. So I'm going to get rolling because I'm get my craft on. So I know I mentioned this last week about how much I love the mermaids. Like I really love the mermaids. And one of my favorite things about the mermaids is the underwater scenes that you can create and all the different ways to do it. So last week, let me push all this stuff aside. Last week I used chroma mist with a masking technique and I made this card. And I created that bubbly, wishy-washy underwater scene. So tonight I'm going to try a different technique with Aqua Pigments. And I was inspired by something I saw on Pinterest. I saw this technique where they create this flowy, watery background and then use a die cut, like a circle die cut, like this, to kind of section it and put our characters. So I'm going to work on this design that I got some inspiration for and show you guys some aqua pigment techniques that I like to use, because I know I probably say this about everything, but I love the aqua pigments. I mean, the sprays are really my thing. I love the sprays, but I have a lot of fun with aqua pigments. And I know I've probably said this before too. It's really funny. In college, I went to art school and I hated watercolor in college. I hated it. Gouache was actually my favorite medium to work with. And for some reason, I did not like watercolor. Now, I totally love it. So I grabbed my stick and stamp mat. I've got my stick and stamp pigment palette. I'm going to set this down on here. And tonight I'm using the Sea Witch. This is the stamp of the month. And this is an awesome deal. You can get just the stamp for $5, and then for an additional $5 you can get the coordinating die, and it just comes to your mailbox once a month and you don't even have to do anything. And I was actually thinking about that today because I'm thinking, as a crafter, I mean, to have products just show up in your mailbox is pretty amazing. Carol, were your ears ringing tonight? We were talking about you at dinner. We were literally talking about you at dinner. because, you know, hockey came up and, oh, this isn't the stamp of the month? Is this just an add-on? Oh my God, I'm sorry. I thought this was the stamp of the month. This is the add-on. I am so sorry about that. Okay, so Sea Witch is an add-on. Available for purchase. Hi, Donna. Darren, that's exactly why I never liked it. Because I felt out of control with it. And I also kind of felt like you had to work the opposite. So I really started, when I started painting, I was painting in acrylics, and you could paint dark to light. So if like something was too dark, you could go over it with something lighter. Where with watercolors, you can't do that. So I always felt kind of constricted. But now with cards, I love watercolor markers. I love the Aqua Pigments. Officially Awesome is the stamp of the month. Thank you, Shannon. I'm sorry for that mix-up. Well, Sea Witch for tonight. You know what? First, I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. I want to work on the background first so that I can set that aside to dry. Sea Witch is the 3 of 4 add-on set. Good thing Shannon was here. She saved the day. Okay, so this is a piece of Aqua Pigment paper. I cut this. Aqua Pigment paper comes A2 size, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I cut it down to 4 by 5 1/4 just to fit onto my card base with a little bit of frame around it. I might add a black layer. We'll see. I'm not sure yet. It depends on how the end product comes out. I'm going to stick my mat down here. So I have a couple of different techniques that I like to use for my Aqua Pigments, and one of them for bigger areas is the wet on wet. So I'm just gonna, this is violet. Oh my gosh, guys. Donna, I know you like this. Look at that color. So pretty. Oh, that makes me so happy. I love purple. Or as me and Lily call it, perps. The perps is our favorite. And hi, Arlene. Wow, everybody's here tonight. This is awesome. Happy Friday Eve to all my friends, all my crafty friends. I'm so glad you guys are all here. I love when all my worlds come together. My godmother is a fellow crafter. And she lives down on Long Island, and I don't see her that often, but we text a lot, and I sent her the link tonight. I don't know why I didn't think to send it to her sooner. So I don't know if Anita is watching, but if you are, hello and thank you, and I love you and I miss you. And I'm so happy everybody's here tonight. Mine to purple, Carolyn says. Your favorite? Yeah, me and Donna, we love. Darren, purple's your favorite color too? That's awesome. Donna and I love the purple. So I don't have pink. I'm going to use red, and I'm just going to use it with a lot of water. And so right off the bat, my water is clean. I'm just going to add water in there. Okay. All right, so I'm going to start off. Hi, Sherry. Oh my gosh. You guys, best night ever. Hi, Sherry. I was just saying that, like, I love when my worlds come together and my crafty friends and my family and everybody just from all different places are all here. This is so awesome. Wow. Hi. Welcome. Thank you guys for being here. I feel so silly. I know I'm getting so excited, but I can't help myself. Okay, back to my project, Sea Witch. So Aqua Pigment paper, I'm just going to use my distress sprayer, and I'm going to wet the background down because I just want my color to flow. I want to just get like a central kind of wishy-washy flowy. So with a lot of water on my brush, I'm going to keep it very wet, and I'm going to start with the blue-green, you know, or as I like to call it, turquoise. And I'm just going to do this. And I want it to kind of flow. I'm even going to spray a little more. I love when you get those creepers. And I'm going to grab some purple again. A lot of water. And then I'm going to go for red, aka pink. And I'm just going to kind of, I just want this to be like wishy-washy and flowy. Lots of water. You know what is a really cool technique with watercolor, which I meant to grab and I forgot, is if you sprinkle salt, I don't want to say rock salt, like, I can't think of what it's called, where it's like the big grains of salt. Donna, you know the salt that Fred has in the box, like the Morton salt, is it iodized, maybe it's called? If you sprinkle that on watercolor when it's wet and then you let it dry, it makes a really cool technique, and I actually wanted to grab that for tonight and I completely forgot. I think I'm going to go in with just a little more pigment, just a little bit. I don't want to get too crazy because we're going to go later and add, I'm going to show you another technique that I like to use. Epsom, I don't think it's Epsom. Hey, Freddie? Yeah. What's the salt that you keep in your salt box? Huh? What's the type of salt that you keep in your salt box? Kosher. Kosher salt? Yeah. Is there any chance that you could bring me down a little ramekin with some in it? You hungry? No, I'm live right now and I want to do a technique with it, with watercolors. All right, so I'll show you guys. I haven't done this in ages, so hopefully I got it right on the salt, but we'll see how it goes. Okay. So let me leave that for a moment. Kosher. Freddie said it's kosher salt. I use sea salt. Sea salt? Basically it's not table salt. I know it has to be like the bigger granules. Exactly. Thank you.
You want the sea salt?
Okay. No, this is fine. So see how that's like chunky? It's not like fine like table salt. So
it's not iodine. It doesn't have any iodine in it.
So is it iodized or not iodized?
It's not iodized.
Not iodized. Okay, so I was wrong earlier.
For kosher.
Oh, good thing I had my resident chef around. Boy, I'm messing everything up tonight. All right, so like the kind you get on a pretzel, Shannon asked. Is that this?
No.
Nope, he says it's different.
That's a little bit bigger.
That's a little bit bigger, he said. Okay, so I'm going to put the salt down. He did, Carol. When I asked him to bring down the salt, he said, "Are you hungry?" So I'm going to set this aside and I'm going to let this dry. And I'm going to start to work on my sea witch. So let me just move everything. I'm going to turn this.
Sea salt.
Ah, here we go.
That's closer to pretzel salt.
So this is sea salt, which Freddie says is closer to pretzel salt. This is kosher salt. Little different. Sea salt is clearer. Let's put some sea salt on there and see what happens. The dog is sniffing around by me. She's like, what you got, Mom? Something I can eat? All right, so I'm going to put that on there. And this is going to be our background. We're going to do a little more work on that later. So I'm going to set that over here to dry, but I want to keep my palette close to me. I went ahead earlier and I stamped out my witch. You can hear, you can hear the salt. Okay, just making sure this is dry. So I stamped my sea witch with Raven on Aqua Pigment. I use my stamping platform because the Aqua Pigment paper has a little bit of a tooth to it. So I stamped her twice because sometimes the ink just doesn't get in there, right? So you guys can still see that, right? So we'll leave that there. We'll see what happens. So my sea witch, I know I want to do her dress in the blue-green, and I was thinking about black hair. So let me get some black. And have you guys seen the metallic set? Oh my gosh, look at these. Sterling gilded, and it also comes with penny and brass. Hold on, I'm going to grab them. I know that I think you can buy them separately, but they're also in, you can buy the whole set. They're so fun. Look at them. This is the 4 colors. Aren't those cool? Look at those colors. Hold on. I'm trying to do fancy fit fingers that I can't hold them with my stubby little fingers. Look at those. How cool is that? Oh, me too. You know what I was shopping for on Prime Day and I never pulled the trigger? I've been wanting those like metallic pan. Wait, hold on. What, Shannon? I put a spray nozzle in my Aqua Pigments. Oh, Donna, see? I knew this was going to happen. Okay, first of all, Shannon, amazing idea. Secondly, Donna was here last week or the week before, and we were helping my daughter clean out her crafty desk. I'm just going to put some water down so that it flows on her dress. And we had all these empty bottles of Squeaky Clean. Like, literally, we must have threw out, oh, gosh, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 bottles. And I wanted to hold on to them. And Donna's like, why are you going to hold on to them? You're never going to do anything with them. Just get rid of them. And I'm like, you know what's going to happen. And I grabbed them out of the bag. And then I even I'm like, no, you're right. Let me put them back. See? That's what I could have done. I could have used it to spray Aqua Pigments. Oh, that would have been so cool. Yep. Shannon threw Donna under the bus without even knowing it. I knew that was going to happen. I said it to Donna. I said, you watch. I'm going to think of something really cool or something's going to come up and I'm going to wish that I saved those bottles. I was garbage picking. Oh, man. Oh, well. So I'm using extra water here just to put the first layer of color down. And then once that dries, I'll go in and add some highlights. I think she's so cool. She's like, I kind of describe her as like the nice Ursula because she reminds me of Ursula from The Little Mermaid, but she's like nice. Okay, shake my black up a little. Donna, we knew it was going to happen. That's right, I'm almost empty on one of my Squeaky Cleans. I got plenty more. I got plenty more Squeaky Cleans. Okay. So, a little black on the hair. So I started talking about Prime Day before. Did anybody get any good Prime Day deals? I got nothing. Last year I got all the cameras for outside. But now that I have them all, I don't need any more. So the cameras and the like the Echo Dot and the Echo Show for my office. This Aqua Pigment, so some people have asked me why Aqua Pigments instead of just the traditional pan watercolors where you don't have to open bottles. I'm going to tell you my reason why I think these are so much better. I think there's a lot more control for different tones, light, dark. You can really get like if you're using the Aqua Pigment right out of the bottle, you get a beautiful saturated color that's very easy to, well, I mean, that's red. I don't know if you guys can see that over there, but that was red. And you see how pink I got it. I just think you have a lot more control with the Aqua Pigments. So just a few reasons why I love them. And I've just found so many different techniques to do with them. You can splatter them, you can wash them out in the background, you can paint with them. I'm going to show you a technique, one of my favorites that I do later with an acrylic block, just to get different tones. So just in case anybody was wondering, that's my reason. Let's see. Just goes. Oh, that's a good idea, Carol. Although, you know, if Donna wouldn't have made me throw all that stuff out, that would be money I wouldn't have had to spend. Just saying. Just saying. So I'm going to just, now this first layer has started to dry. So I'm going to go back in, add some darker spots to this. Oh, you guys, you know what I did the other day? So I like to, when I splatter, I like to use a fan brush. And I've got a few of them around. And I guess one was probably in the slop sink drying. I didn't feel like going to get it. So the one I was using, I had to dry it off. So I dried it off with my heat gun. And I didn't pay attention to the fact that it was acrylic. And it melted it. I melted all the bristles on the brush. Lily's like, Mom, what happened to the brush? I said, yeah, I melted it by accident. Okay, and another thing, like with this, I can let my layers dry and then I can build up my color. Yeah, isn't she cool, Donna? What is, it was bound to happen by someone. You guys are funny. I'm going to grab peach. So here's another perfect example of the peach. Little orangey, but I'm just going to use a little dab of it, really watered down. And that'll be perfect for skin color. It's good to have a Donna to help keep your crafting stash under control. So it's funny that you say that, Shannon, because we have an expression that when something gets thrown out, it's called we Donna'd it or we're going to Donna it, because if Donna doesn't like something, boom, it goes in the trash and that's it and she's done. So that's become our silly expression. Like if you got to get rid of something, you got to Donna it. So I'm using peach, very watered down, for Sea Witch's face. I don't know if Sea Witchy has gotten a name yet. I was almost tempted to make her green. Okay. Maybe able to paint without going to camera. Donna needs to visit your craft room. I'm telling you, she like worked a miracle last week because my daughter's desk was just out of control. I should post before and after pictures. Donna, you might have like a new career here. Go get people's craft rooms in order. I'm telling you. We did before and after pictures, and it was a miracle. It truly was. My gosh, I love this color. I love this aqua color. And this is not mixed or anything. This is the blue-green straight out of the bottle. That is so pretty. Okay. My very good friend just moved to Texas, Shannon, so if I ever visit her, I'll stop by to help you out. Sorry about all the barking. The rabbits must be back. We've had rabbits, and they've conveniently taken up residence right outside my dining room in the garden. And it makes the dog absolutely insane, as you can hear. Okay, so for her Triton, is that what that thing is called? Should we do brass? Let's try the brass. Is this thing called a Triton? Anybody? You know what? First I'm going to give her some purple gems. Okay. So is it a Triton or a Trident? This thing. Carmen! I didn't see you! Hi, Carmen! How are you? We're having like a crafty party tonight. This is the best. Lily's gonna be bummed she missed everybody. She's not here tonight. It's funny too because the first thing she'll ask me when I talk to her later tomorrow, how was your live? Who was on? All right, so this is brass. So I might mix. When I was practicing this last night, I used the gilded, but I mixed in one of the older colors that I still have that's called Sunflower. Is like a metallic yellow. Another thing I love. It's really easy to mix the colors. So this is an older color. I'm gonna add some of this in. Oh, you know what? I have a better idea. I'm gonna mix gilded with brass. What do you guys think about that? Why not, right? Ooh, that's pretty. Guys, I'm so sorry. Can you guys hear the dog going bananas? Oh, I like that. We can use that on the crown. I like mixing and matching and making my own colors. Oh no, Carmen. They're having a conversation. Okay. I'm going to add in a little bit of this yellow. This is one of the older colors that I've hung on to. This is Sunflower. It's just a shimmery yellow. Hey, Freddie! Oh, sorry, guys, for the noise. If anybody has any good advice on how to get rid of rabbits, please share. Okay. All right, so back to this. Did we say, is it a trident or a triton? The thing that she's holding. Does anybody know? Because I don't want to keep giving out false information. Okay. Got a crown done. I'm going to do a little more in her hair. It's an occupational hazard, Shannon. Okay, Darren, you know, it's funny that you said that. The problem is we have a fenced-in yard, and the rabbits are smart enough, at least now, to stay outside the fence because one of their friends did the dog did catch one of them. And that was the end of that guy. So I think that they like learn their lesson now and they stay in the front of the house and they don't go in the backyard where she runs around. But my husband even tried shooting the rabbits with a paintball gun and it didn't budge. The thing just didn't move. Okay, and I'm just going to get a little... Actually, I'm going to get the red a little more saturated and do her lips. I would love to, except I would lose my dog, Darren. Because she would just go off. Because it's happened before. She's gotten out a few times and she just takes off. And we're just like a block and a half from the main road. So I would be too nervous to just let her go. I wonder if I had like a really, really long leash, right? Maybe that would do it. I'm putting a little makeup on our witch. Because why not? That's cute. Okay. So there's the witchy. I think her skin is a little bit pale. Let's see what I can do to give her a little color. I mean, I know she's under the water, so she's probably pale because, you know, no sunlight. But let's get some tones on her. Okay. Let's go back to our background. I'm going to set her aside to dry. Oh, a 30-foot leash. All right, so that could work. So we got a plan here. I got salt everywhere. I don't know if Fred wants those back. All right, let's do some work on our background. Let me get my heat gun. Trident. Okay, thank you for answering that. There's just a bit of, you know, important knowledge that I need to know. Oh my gosh, guys. So I got my shipping notice last night for Create Your Own Ending. Actually, first I got like my order confirmation, and then this morning I got the shipping notice. So I've started stalking UPS, but it's like, you know, when you just first get it and it says label created, not yet in the system. So I think like 10 times today I kept hitting refresh. All right, so I'm just drying this off so that I can flake the, you know, get the salt off of it. And then we'll see what else we're gonna do with this background. I know, Shannon. Donna and I were talking about that last night. She's like, did you hear Shannon say that the Create Your Own Ending box is 8 pounds? And I'm like, well, I actually didn't because I fell asleep. I'm excited for that. Okay. So let me get some of this salt off. I probably have to dry a little bit more, but let's get... And I'm just holding it over the garbage pail, and that is just flicking right off like when you wipe it off a pretzel. So I'm going to flick all that off. Okay. So that kind of reminds me of like coral almost, right? Wait, I got a little wet under here. I want to dry this just a little bit more. What do you guys think about that? That's neat, isn't it? I hope you guys can see it because my feedback is blurry. Hopefully you guys can see that clearly, like all the different designs that made. So now I want to layer on some darker tones. So I'm going to take a small acrylic block. I'm going to start with violet. I'm just going to do, I'm not even really squeezing. I'm just tapping. I'm just tapping this on here to get some of the pigment out. Everybody has to check out their salt stash. I'm going to do a little spray, and then I'm just going to dab. And I'm going to wipe this off. And I'm going to do some of the blue-green. Just because I want to layer some colors. I want to layer some different tones, some lights and darks. I'm just going to let that move around. Get some like bubbly effect going. That's it. I like that. And of course, I want to get a little metallic in there. So I think I'm going to do silver. Let me get my splat box. I'm going to put this in the splat box. Oh no! Oh, I just dumped my favorite color over. Bummer. Somebody send me a new purple aqua pigment. I just lost half my bottle. Well, I guess I have an excuse now to place an order, right? Okay. And you know, one of the, another cool thing about these is when they dry on the palette, you can reconstitute them like days later by just spraying them with water. Oh, look at that. Look at that pigment. Look at that color. Oh, it's so pretty. Goodbye, sweet purple that I stupidly knocked over. If I didn't need this workspace for my desk, I would have let it dry and just left it there. All right, not bad. I lost about half the bottle. But like I said, now I have an excuse to place another order. Okay, so where's my fan brush? Probably inside. All right, I'm going to use my splatter brush. Let me get silver. I'll do some silver splatters. I'm going to grab a bigger block. Ah, thanks, Donna. Listen, we don't cry over spilt milk. We certainly don't cry over spilt aqua pigment. All right, so I'm going to put a little of the silver. This is called sterling. And then I've got this distressed we'll get some silver splatter in there. Okay. Wipe this off. Now I'm going to check that violet bottle of aqua pigment probably 10 times in the next 20 minutes to make sure the cap is on tight. Hi, Jerry. How are you? Hi, Jamie. How's everybody doing? Thanks for joining. We're having fun with aqua pigments and the Sea Witch. Oops, I got my cap on a little crooked. Okay, so let me get my heat gun. We'll give this a dry. maybe what I'll do is while that's drying, we'll start cutting out my witch. I know I thought I had the die for this, but heck if I can find it, and I went through everything. Donna probably threw it out when she was here. Okay, so I'm gonna fussy cut my sea witch. Any questions? Any questions about the aqua pigments? Because if you have any questions, Shannon will answer them for you, because I'll probably answer them wrong. I'm just kidding. Thanks, Shannon. They're so easy and fun to make. I love just splattering and spraying, but it's just another cool way to use aqua pigments. I mean, just in this, in this project alone, I've used them 3 different ways. 4 if you include the splattering, right? This sea witch needs a name. Did she get named yet? That shimmer is so cool. I love those metallic colors. Did anybody see, I don't know, I love mermaids and sea creatures and all that. Did anybody see the movie Luca? It was about like these sea creatures. It was really cool. Hello there, Best Yet Journey. Thanks for joining us this evening. What did I miss? What did Carmen say that I missed? Poor Donna. Poor Donna. Oh boy, poor Donna. You guys are silly. Okay. So did anybody see Luca? It was so cool. Thanks, Jerry. I appreciate that. Is it, Carmen? Oh, it was such a good movie. I thought it was really cool. It was unique. It's different. And, well, I love that it took place in Italy. My son's name is Lucas. I call him Luca, among other things. I probably have too many nicknames for my kids. Probably confuses them. Okay. Almost done with my aqua pigment colored witch, sea witch. I love her, loving her aqua outfit. You know what this just made me think of? You know what I noticed, like, in the past month? Oh, Donna, it's a really cute movie. You know, everybody's had posted on Facebook pictures of their kids going to prom, and all the girls wear such beautiful bright colors now. That's what this aqua reminded me of. I remember seeing one girl that had this gorgeous aqua dress, and I said, wow, when I was in high school, everybody wore black or black and white. I love all the bright colors now. Oh, Shannon, that's a classic. That's an absolute classic. All right, I'm going to cut out her so we can get her flowy hair going. Okay, she's going to be perfect on top of our background. So So let me get, I'm just going to grab a clean paper towel and dab this a little bit so we can put our card together. That silver goes really nice with those colors. I like that. So this technique that I mean, not even that it's really a technique, but this card style that I kept seeing a lot of on Pinterest is where they did like this washy background, you know, not washy like washi tape, washed colors, and then just popped a circle over it. So that's what I was thinking. And we'll put our witch maybe to the side. And then I was thinking like about the sentiment, but I don't know if I like the circle. I think I just like it. I like her plain. I think we're gonna keep her plain. I am gonna get a I'm gonna cut a black mat for her. So give me a second while I do that. Okay, black cardstock, another thing I have to add to my list. I go through a lot of black cardstock. Okay. Sorry I didn't cut that ahead of time. I wasn't planning on that, but that's okay. Oh my gosh, I can't believe tomorrow's Friday already. As happy as I am that tomorrow's Friday, I'm still like blown away that another week has gone by. I feel like summer is just zipping by. Even my son said to me tonight, Mom, I can't believe the 3rd week of camp is already over. Yeah, I think that will look nice. Okay, cool. I just want to put something down so I can see if I have this lined up. Oh, you know what we're going to do? Sentiment. This says salty but sweet, but I think I'm going to use from Underwater Friends. I was thinking about using Seize the Day and making this like a graduation card because I have a graduation party to go to next week. So I thought that'd be kind of cool. So let me get that out on my stamping platform. Put her there. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool, Carol. Should I put the sentiment here or up here? I think I like it better here. Yeah, I like it better there because there's less pigment, more of a white area. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, can I tell you that right now, the most magical sound is coming from upstairs. Not the dog barking, but my husband is vacuuming. Oh, it's music to my ears. My son is having a friend sleep over tomorrow night, and I said, if you want your friend to sleep over, you need to clean the family room, and that means vacuum. And I looked at my husband and I said, you got to help him vacuum. So I hear the vacuum going. That does sound like fun. Carol, you trying to snag yourself a cowboy? You guys are funny. Okay, so this is what I meant earlier. This is Aqua pigment paper, and it's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my gosh, it just left my mind. Not porous, but it has tooth to it. So it's going to take a few inkings to get it inked up, because it's not a totally flat, smooth surface. Oh, the vacuuming husband. Shannon, I thought I thought you meant the cowboy. Wow, I guess he decided to vacuum more of the house because it sounds like he's right above me. Okay. Yes, I'm with you on that. Carol. Oh my God, you're so funny. All right, I'm going to clean that off and put that, stick it over here. I really like the way that background came out. That salt really made it look cool. Get my adhesive and we will put our cart together. Oh, it definitely trumps the cowboy. Unless it's a cowboy vacuuming. That's hysterical. Oh my God, that's so funny. That is amazing. Man vacuuming trumps the cowboy unless it's a cowboy vacuuming. That's amazing. Or what if it's a chef vacuuming? Sorry, but that trumps cowboy vacuuming for me. Oh, that is too funny. Okay. This is kind of cool. That salt leaves behind a little bit of a texture. But I like it. You win. You guys are so funny. Does Fred blush? I don't know, Donna. I don't know if he blushes. If he does, it's hard to tell behind the beard. Alrighty. Carol, is it happy hour over there? Okay. And I'm going to put her right there. Let me get some foam adhesive. Carol, you are too much. Okay, let's see. I got a magnetic thing at the Dollar Tree for my cart, and I wasn't sure that it was gonna work, but look at that. You know, it was just $1. Some dog hair on it already. And I just grabbed one because I figured, oh, it's probably not going to stick that good. But I got to tell you guys, I just put it on last night and it's working really good. I'll have to go back and grab a few more. All right, I'm going to load her up with adhesive. I'm going to put a lot because this is aqua pigment paper, so it is heavier. I want to make sure she's sturdy on there. Put a little small one in here. Okay. Let's get her on the card. Yeah, they came in all different colors too. They had like pink, turquoise, gray maybe. They had all different things for pegboard too. But I figured, you know what? I'm just going to try one thing. because the pegboard, the little pieces that go into the holes looked a little small. I wasn't too confident about the pegboard accessories. So if anybody tries those from the Dollar Tree, let me know. Are you going to see Blake Sheldon, Carol? Speaking of the vacuuming chef. Okay. She's going to go right there. Just bending her hand because I didn't really have a piece to put under there. Okay, and sequins or no sequins? Because I had pulled out these. These are from the Radiant Rainbow box, and I thought some of these, maybe some clear ones. Let's see, we'll put a few around. Oh, her crown and the trident, they are really shimmering, and I love how that looks. So I've got these have by far been my favorite sequins in the, oh, I got the little green one stuck on it. These dark, like, prism ones. I love these. Oh, fun, Carol. So what do you guys think? Should we sequins or no sequins? Donna, can you weigh in so I can do the opposite? I don't know. I don't think I like the sequins on there. I don't know if they're like too big or... Shannon says she likes the sequins. You know what? Let me add in some of the clear ones. Maybe that's just it. I just need to vary a little bit. I thought they would kind of be like bubbles. Go over here. Just a few, Donna says. All right. How's that? Okay. I'm going to glue those on. And our little sea witch will be done. Two closer together, right? That's what I was trying to do. So I put the clear ones in, but you can't really see the clear ones. Maybe over here. Let's do this. You read my mind, Shannon. I've got 5 on here right now. I feel like I need a different size. I have these two together over here. I don't know, something's not jiving for me right now with these guys. All right, I'm gonna do that and call it a day. Lots of shimmer here, and I love that. Alrighty, there we go. That's it. We're all done. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you guys like some of these fun aqua pigment techniques with our friend the Sea Witch. And any questions, let me know. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And it was a blast. It was so nice to have everybody on tonight. I thank you guys for hanging out with me and for giving me lots of good laughs and for being my crafty friends. Hope you guys have an amazing weekend. And I'll see you next time. Have a great night, everybody. Aw, thank you, Arlene. Thank you, Shannon. Donna, love you guys. Thank you all so much. I'll see you next time. Have a great night. Thanks, Jerry. It was good to see you tonight. Thanks, Carmen. You too. It was great to see you. Thank you guys so much. Okay, good night, guys.